Legal Alien by Mora. Bilingual, bicultural, able to slip from how's life to me están volviendo loca. Able to sit in a paneled office, drafting memos in smooth English. Able to order in fluent Spanish at a Mexican restaurant. American but hyphenated, viewed by Anglos as perhaps exotic, perhaps inferior, definitely different. Viewed by Mexicans as alien. Their eyes say, you may speak Spanish, but you're not like me. An American to Mexicans, a Mexican to Americans, a handy token sliding back and forth between the fringes of both worlds by smiling, by masking the discomfort of being prejudged bilaterally. This poem appears in Mora's poetry collection titled Chants, published in 1984. There are no rhyme schemes and the rhythm almost seems conversational. The lack of any kind of structure format makes this poem a free verse. The speaker is a Mexican American who can speak both English and Spanish. We know that the speaker is a woman because she says, me están volviendo loca. If it would have been a man, he would have said, me están volviendo loco. The title reflects the fact that the speaker doesn't feel as if she fits in anywhere. She is an alien to her culture, a stranger. Though the poem also has a kind of defeated tone, as in, it is how it is. The speaker isn't particularly sad or very happy. She seems to be sort of disappointed. The themes of this poem are isolation and cultural identity. Since the speaker is both American and Mexican, but feels alienated by both cultures. Mora uses many different techniques to show this. The use of a cacophony in the line, you may speak Spanish, but you're not like me, is a harsh reminder for the speaker that she does not belong to the Mexican community. Mora also uses personification in the same passage, since it is their eyes that say that the speaker isn't like them. Furthermore, there is a paradox in the lines 14 and 15, an American to Mexicans, a Mexican to Americans. The word choice in lines 10 and 11 are also important to take note of. These words are exotic, inferior, different, and alien. They are all words that connect to the theme of the poem, isolation. Additionally, the Spanish juxtaposed with the English in lines 2 and 3 really highlight the tension between both cultures. These lines were how's life and me están volviendo loca. The idea of not being one but two separate things is also expressed by the words starting by, bilingual, bicultural, bilaterally. The hyphens after the suffix by are also a way to emphasize this. Line 17, between the fringes of both worlds, is also important. The speaker will never really be fully welcomed in either culture. She'll always be at the fringes of them. She'll always be in between. The passage sliding back and forth between the fringes of both worlds really creates a movement in the poem. The speaker will never stay with one culture, she'll always be going back and forth between both of them. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. That's one of the positive things she says about being bicultural. You can be part of both societies, both cultures. In a way, she says it in a positive way, but she also says it in a negative way because you'll never truly be welcomed in either one of them. So even though I'm not American nor Mexican, I think that anyone who is part of two cultures can relate to this poem. I'm born here, but my origins are from El Salvador in Central America. And when I was younger, like in elementary school, this is something that bothered me a lot. I felt like I couldn't possibly be both at the same time. I had to choose either one of them, but I didn't feel like I belonged in either one of them. This poem really brought me back to a time where I had a complex about my Spanish, about my French, and even about my English. And I really wanted to be part of one culture, but I didn't feel like I fit in the Salvadorian one, and I didn't feel like I fit in the Canadian one. And I was really, it mattered to me a lot.